Mr. Freak. No. Ajax. We're talking about Mr. Beast, though. And I hope he sees this video. I hope all of you see this video. I hope this educates you. And you don't think of me as some other crazy on the internet. I might be nuts. I'm not everybody else. At least I made sense of my madness. Now let's get to it. No one makes that amount of money their first 3 years in YouTube unless they're money laundering, tax evading, and most likely committing acts of fraud throughout their sponsors and charities. Mr. Beast's start and rise to YouTube was not only incredibly suspicious, it was most likely illegal. There's no one who makes that amount of money, even at 100,000 subscribers back then, and he was flexing bands. You think in 2016, if you had what? Let's say you had 20 million subscribers, your video just hit 240,000 views that morning, all right? So get 240,000 views on a video, 20 million subscribers, and we're saying this is back in 2018. We'll say this is the year 2018, 2017, okay? You know how much money you would have still got? It wouldn't have been as much as you make now, and YouTube still really don't pay that good now, but way better than then. Way better than then. Let me think. Let me do the math in my head. Platt made what? I think he made what? 10 grand off 100,000 one time when he hit 15K. So I guess that's a good example because that's around the same time frame. So Mr. Beast would have only made like 200, 300 bucks. Now it would be like 3 grand, but that's the difference in timelines here. Sponsorships, other people you can go through in YouTube, references, algorithms, hashtags. It's way better to do it now. I mean, I know how to do all of it. Why would I be running this YouTube channel if I didn't know how to do it? Because I used to work in Google under the table for a few years just to help out friends. I didn't take a cent. I love learning. Knowledge is power. Before I get into this Mr. Beast rant, I want to get into something King Solomon once said. All things shall end. Engraved in the back of the ring of King Solomon, and the back of it, under the topaz and under the emerald, inside that little golden ring, was engraved, all things shall end. When he was happy, when he looked at it, it made him sad. And when he was sad and when he looked at it, it made him happy. That's where the quote comes from. Mr. Beast he's rigged all of his channel. All of it. Every single video probably he has done within the past 5 years is fake or it breaks the Geneva Convention. Like, you stay in a white room for this amount of days, 100 days, and you get this X amount of money. That's not legal at all. Second, it's against the Geneva Convention. It's a form of white room torture, and under the Humane Rights Act, that is a 30-year penalty. Doesn't matter if he's rich or not. There's Polish billionaires who have been arrested for that. So I don't want to hear that shit about Mr. Beast. Every video he has ever done has been staged since his rise. He destroyed YouTube. He destroyed Markiplier. He destroyed Jacksepticeye. He destroyed PewDiePie. He overtook everybody. We were in the middle of a subscriber war. Who's going to hit the most? And PewDiePie happens if it hit 500 mil. And within a year, Mr. Beast has the entire fucking platform, bigger than fucking the fucking Indian music place, the T model or whatever it was, and the PewDiePie, bro. That was the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life because I knew that the government had a hand in it. He's on this platform to brainwash your children. You're buying cocoa from slave fields in Nigeria. You're getting lunch sleeves, which is practically dirty mold. It's not even food. It's molded mold that has been refurbished as food and it still molds. You're not eating fucking food with that. It's all processing and pesticides, and more pesticides than processing. Lunchables are healthier, and Lunchables are not healthy. He's a monopoly that was planted by the fucking government, dude, in order to harass everybody on the rest of YouTube and be the bully. No different than Donald Trump's doing to this fucking country. Because they're trying to pamper Mr. Beast. Did you not hear his name when he first started this? How his uncle works for the government, how his father has been and had involvement, but no one talks about that shit. No one talks about the fact that Mr. Beast dropped out of college for YouTube. What the fuck? That doesn't make sense. I mean, back in 2015, maybe that did make a little bit of sense. Every young adult like us had a fad, and if we didn't work, we burned. Now, that happened with me in my first channel, and this time I'm not going to do that. But I'll say this. James, you are a fraud. You are a disgrace to the platform of YouTube. And if you are truly a believer, I hope to God you are a believer. Because there's nothing worse that Jesus hates than a false Christian, a blasphemous child predator, and someone who evades doing the right thing in order to make a profit. And you are all free. I know I ain't shit on this platform. 372 subs, 300,000 views. I'm not shit. I know I'm not that fucking special yet. But the day I do, and the day you get exposed, on the name of the Almighty, I shall grow. And I shall be a better example to the youth and the generation that's failing under me, that is struggling, like my little brother. Instead of fucking kooks like you. Mr. Beast is a quack. Chris Hansen took most of the fall. That tranny probably did only half of it, and we don't need to respect that motherfucker's, gender affirmations because of the fact they're a chomo. Fuck if they're a he or a she at that point. Respect and that all that shit is earned. Respect is fucking earned. If you can identify as whatever you want, I'll happily respect. If you identify that you hurt a fucking kid, guess what? You're a whole ass nigga to me, bro. I'll fuck you up. I could say that shit. I grew up down in Philly and I'm from fucking Pennsylvania. Half of my friends are fucking Spanish. The fuck you gonna do about it, huh? I'll pull the fuck up. I could say the N-word past once. It's 8 minutes in. It's not like it's my first 30 seconds. And there's no R in my shit. I'm not a racist bastard. I just say it how it is, man. And the biggest N-words in my life have all been white. The hard R's, I mean, like the biggest hard R's I've ever met in my life, the most derogatory people, have either been white Christians who hide behind the cross and use it as a weapon, no different than a pilgrim. Or it's been, rich bastards who rule the system, who rule you, your media, your juvenile detention centers, your medications. You think when you get your taxes back in April and you spend 20% of that on fireworks, you think that you're buying gunpowder. It's going to go back to the gunpowder trade. Meaning, when you buy your fireworks in July, you're giving the government money to fuel ammunition cartridges for the war next year. Home of the free, land of the snake. Anyway, Mr. Beast is the biggest fraud there is. And I really hope to God that he just lays in his own sword. But this I know, for a fact, you're going to see his true colors soon. About a year, give or take, you'll see a big change. About a year and a month, give or take. I'll see you soon. Anyway, fuck you, Mr. Beast. To my subscribers, I love you. To those who are here for the schizophrenic cringe I go on about, I guess, sometimes, thank you for the support. And to all that hate me, thank you for hating me. You've helped me grow too. Because your bullshit, I am not petty I get offended by. If anything, I'm gonna feed off you. You ain't feeding off me. My power is to me and God, not to the haters. So, to the haters too, thank you for harassing me enough to get tough skin and keep pressing forward. Now keep talking shit before you get into dick sucking range.